Thank you. I am so honored to introduce two of our Peoria County board members today who have been working on the Bicentennial. Yes. First, I'm going to introduce Jennifer Groves Allison. She was raised in Peoria County. She attended Peoria Notre Dame High School and then went on to Western Illinois University. Later, she attended UIS for her master's in public administration. She has spent most of her career in Illinois State Senate, both as a policy analyst and since 2013 as Chief of Staff for the Assistant State's Majority Leader, Dave Kaler. Allison has served on the Economic Development Board and the Heart of Illinois Port District Board. She has served on the Peoria County Board of Health for 5 years, with 1 year as president. She has participated in the City County Civil Leader Academy and the Peoria Chamber Leadership School. Also, the Illinois Institute of Women in Leadership, and has served on the Peoria County Board since 2019. And then Rob Reneau is a lifelong advisor of, is a lifelong advocate for community service and engagement. Originally from Fulton County, he moved to Peoria, where he became active in local initiatives, including serving 6 years as president of the Knoll Crest Homeowners Association. My husband can tell you that's a job. He has also volunteered extensively in the Peoria Public Schools, the Richwoods Music Boosters, and the Richwoods PTO. Elected to the Peoria County Board in 2018, Rob has served on numerous committees and has chaired both the County Operations Committee and the Peoria County Health Committee. Rob holds a bachelor's degree from Illinois State University and has served as a forensic scientist with the Illinois State Police since 1996. Specializing in, I should have asked you this, latent prints? Maybe he'll tell us about that, I don't know. He was honored by the Illinois State Police Forensics Science in years 2009 and 2019. He's a proud father of twins, Brady and Adler, who have just graduated from Richwoods High School. Welcome, our Peoria County Board members, and about the Bicentennial.
Problem if these get too close?
Yes.
I can stand back here.
I'll stand up here.
Well, you can stand forward.
There we go.
I'll scoot over this.
That works. Well, I'll start and give you a little background of our 200th. Obviously, I'm assuming nobody here remembers when Peoria became Peoria County. So I want to highlight some dates and timelines that we have come to honor during our bicentennial, and then Rob will go over some of the events and activities going on here to celebrate Peoria County's bicentennial. So let's see.
Yeah.
January 13th, 1825, Peoria County was named after one of 12 Native American societies that comprise the Illinois Confederation. Back then, Peoria County was the size of the Netherlands, being over 16,000 square miles, including present-day Putnam, Knox, Henry, Tazewell, Mason, Logan, McLean, Woodford, and Marshall counties.
Wow.
Today, there's 629 square miles and smaller than Luxembourg. So put it in perspective, some of our changes over the time. Key moments, and there's only a few listed here. Obviously, we have many more that we're celebrating. Key moments over our last 200 years. In 1839, Jubilee College was established. 1854, Abraham Lincoln and Stephen Douglas gave their impassioned speeches on the steps of the courthouse regarding the issue of slavery. 1897, Lydia Moss Bradley broke glass ceilings, including establishing a nationally respected institute of higher education, now known as Bradley University. 1925, Murray Morrison Baker helped create the world's leading manufacturer of construction equipment, now known as Caterpillar. Other notable figures from our Peoria County, Peoria City community include Nancy Friedan, Richard Pryor, Dan Fogelberg, Jerry Hadley, Preston Jackson, Susan G. Komen, and Nita Sunderland. So we have established these communities within Peoria County, and everyone has a piece of it, a piece that they've contributed and taken away from it. I urge everyone to get to know the history of not just your neighborhood, but Peoria County as a whole, because it's really enlightening. And having served on the county board since 2019, I was amazed when my daughter asked me some questions about how Peoria came to be. We can all thank John Morris for helping us learn some of that as well. But with the glacier creating our river, there's a really deep history, and I've just, skimmed over a very small portion of it. But if you have time, dig into the Peoria County history. It's very interesting. We've got our river, our cliffs, our rich soil. We've been an integral part of the Underground Railroad, whiskey barons, manufacturing, corn and soy, farming and production, medicine entrepreneurship, education and the arts. We've got a lot to be proud of here in Peoria County. So anything you can do to both learn about it and leave a story behind will have a great future as well. We'll move on to our Bicentennial projects and events.
Yeah. And as far as history goes, I believe the Wheels of Time Museum right now they're working with the Peoria Historical Society, and they have an exhibit out there right now. I have not been to it yet, so I haven't seen it, but if you have an opportunity, please go out and support their efforts in helping spread the word of the history of Peoria County. So the bison, I guess that's what I get to talk about. Has everybody seen the bison?
He's outside.
One of them is outside.
And there's one over there.
And there's one over there, yep. So when the committee first came together, we had other stakeholders within the community to kind of help formulate what we wanted to do to celebrate the Bicentennial. And I heard somebody talk about the Chicago cows. And then a long time ago, the bookmobile from the library did the pigs. I don't know if everybody remembers those. That's kind of where it all started from. We started talking about it. Then we're trying to think of something that might fit in with the Bicentennial. And somebody said buffalo. And we thought, oh, that'd be great because of Wildlife Prairie Park. And then somebody from behind me, I don't know which gentleman it was, said Bicentennial. And I was like, oh my gosh. It is the best dad joke ever. So that's where it all started. And then once we started really thinking about it and what the bison symbolized and how it's an indigenous animal to the area and the strength and the resilience of the animal. And it's actually our national mammal. I don't know if anybody knew that. So I just found that out fairly recently. So anyway, we decided to move forward with this project, and it has been embraced like crazy, beyond our wildest dreams. We started out with hoping that we would get 20 of these sold, and we are at 40 now. And kind of on the DL, we have the possibility for other people to purchase. We might do another order.
It was announced on social media
I was
yesterday.
gonna say,
Never
I don't think
mind.
it's so
Take it down
deal.
low, 'cause I saw
I
it.
did not know this. So not on the DL, share it with anybody that you want to know. So yeah, but it's a very short timeline. So if you or the company that you work with, work for wants to participate in this, this community art project, we have to know or be under contract by the 15th of this month. You don't have to have payment, but we have to be under contract, and we have very strict guidelines this time and dates that we have to hit. While they're being cast, we want the people to find their artist, to have their concept in place. We've been collaborating with a ton of people within the community. So I don't know if anybody's familiar with Woodruff Technical Center. They have a body shop where students get to learn how to paint and clear coat cars. They've been clear coating our bison for us. So it's awesome. It's a great collaboration that we have with them. And if you're interested in seeing all of the bison, we have the Bison Trek. I don't know, is anybody part of the Bison Trek yet? Awesome, we got 2 people. So the Bison Trek is a great way to record. You take a selfie with the bison. You can upload it into the Bison Trek. It's actually a website, it's not an app that you have to download. And then you earn badges for however many bison that you see. Again, we've collaborated with Wildlife Prairie Park. Every month they pick people out who've earned the badges and they get prizes, free passes. There are 2 badges that you can actually earn at Wildlife Prairie Park. They have one of the sculptures that was painted by one of their volunteers. It's gorgeous. And then you can also get a badge for the actual bison that live there. So it's really cool to go out there and I know somebody said, you said you were just in South Dakota to see the bison, but you really only have to go to Hannah City if you want to see bison.
And they will be the home of any bison that don't remain out in front of their business. They will end up out at Wildlife Prairie Park eventually.
Yeah, we've had a couple, I think Chillicothe Park has also offered to host any bison. But what we're finding out, so I haven't got to it yet, we're gonna have a gathering of the herd at our block party.
Oh, neat.
So what I'm finding out though, when I'm calling and talking to some of the owners of these bison, is that they have become part of their family. And I've almost had to sign disclosures saying that we will not harm the bison, we will return the bison in the condition that they're found. They're very apprehensive about letting them go because they've put a lot of, they're personalized to either their story or their brand. And again, it's really resonated with the community. So we're very proud of the Bison Project. What else did I leave out? No, I don't want to get too close. Oh yeah, the mini bison.
Oh, yeah, fired up.
Fired up, yes. So this is great news and it's also bad news. So we collaborated, we wanted the community who maybe didn't want to spend the money on a large scale bison and didn't have a place to put it. We wanted to provide an opportunity for them to also participate in the program. So we collaborated with Fired Up. After much effort on their part, they found little bison, ceramic bison that you can go in and paint. It's $20 flat fee, which is very reasonable. It's affordable for anybody to go in and do. And then we had a contest that's ended recently. The community could vote on their favorite bison that was produced by the community, and then we are turning that into a full-size bison. It is a life-size bison. Last week, I made the mistake of calling it a real-life bison instead of life-size. So when I said we were going to paint a real-life bison, people were, a lot of heads turned. Like, no, we're not going to paint a real-life bison. So the sad part of that is that they sold out. So which is also great. It's great. They've done about 300 and they have a waiting list of 200 people deep for trying to get more in. But we have depleted the mini bison, ceramic mini bison on this continent. No, I'm serious. And they're having to repour them in China, get them here. So hopefully in the next month or so, we will be able to replenish the bison and continue with that. But it's been a great collaboration again with a local Peoria County business that they're really seeing a difference in this collaboration. They're getting a lot of people through their doors that haven't been there before, so they're very excited. So if anybody else has a collaboration in mind, let us know. We're more than willing to help out.
And Rob is very humble. This was his brainchild, and according to Fired Up, it has taken off across the country for communities celebrating their 200th. So, and that goes back to why they can't find these mini bison anywhere now. But it was Rob's brainchild.
Thank you. Okay, oh, and you saw that I did bring whiskey. So yes, so it's whiskey. So whiskey is one of the first 2 bison that the county purchased and had painted for the kickoff that we actually did down at the Riverfront Museum on the 13th, which was our 200th anniversary, 13th of January, which was our 200th anniversary. And whiskey goes out and he goes out to the community, he goes in parades. There's a badge that you can earn for the nomadic bison. So if you happen to see Whiskey out and about when he's down at the courthouse, it's an extra badge. So I've been driving around giving people an opportunity to get a nomadic bison. What else? The block party, yes. So I mentioned the gathering of the herd. So on October 4th, we are going to have a block party down at the courthouse. And we will also be unveiling part of the new courthouse plaza. So I don't know if everybody's familiar. The plaza, as it was no longer functional as far as the fountains. And then we know everybody had a huge affinity for the fountains. People talk about them going and visiting the fountains when they were kids. We wanted to save the fountains, but they were beyond repair. So the fountains had to go, but they're being replaced with other water features, which are going to be amazing as well. And it kind of ties into our Bicentennial. We not only wanted to look at our past and celebrate that, but we also wanted to look into our future. So the new plaza is going to be called Bicentennial Park, and there will be 5, I think, bronze bison within the plaza now. Instead of fountains, there's going to be kind of a stream that's made out of pavers with water jets that will come up out of it. And then up on the upper, like the Main Street entrance to the courthouse where Lincoln was, there's going to be like a big black granite slab that's super big. Water will cascade off of it, and there will be excerpts from his speech that he gave there where Lincoln draws the line. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be October 4th from 3 to 7, and we will have a Lincoln impersonator there. I don't know if you know Fritz. I don't know where he's from. He's been to the museum before, and he's a very interesting character. Looks just like him. He comes in and out of character. So he'll give the Lincoln draws a line speech that was given in Peoria, and then he comes out of character and gives a little history about it. So, and then he'll be walking around for photo ops that you can go see Lincoln. Black Band, we've also collaborated with them. They'll have a 200th whiskey there, and then they'll have whiskey cocktails, lots of things for kids to do. We'll be closing down Main Street and Adams to host this, so hopefully everybody has an opportunity to come down. I know it's a busy time of year, but it should be a lot of fun. Oh, we're also going, the part of the the upgrade, the courthouse is going to have lighting around the top of it, so that'll be the first night that the courthouse is lit. It'll be lit in many ways.
I would also add back to gathering our herd. So we've asked that anyone who is able to or willing to bring their bison down. We're hoping to get as many together at one time there to debut all at once for our block party. And then that's also when we will unveil the Peoria County selected mini bison that got turned into a life-sized bison. So that'll be debuted. We'll have a band and food, obviously, for the event. Along with the Farm Bureau is helping us do a petting zoo. Lots of activities, a giant slide. We wanted something different than the standard festival and something that's representative of our county. So we hope to have a little bit of everything present.
Will there be a charge for all those things?
The only charge will be for food and drink.
Okay. But all those other Papa Shot and all that?
Yep.
everybody-
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
because we're gonna hand out that microphone.
Yeah.
Wander around so people can hear.
Thank you for being here. Is it on?
Thank you guys for being here. Can you share what the cost is for the life-size bison if someone wants to purchase one? And where does the money go?
So the money goes, we make nothing on it. So this order, a life-size bison would be $3,500. That includes shipping and the base. So the bison weigh 100 pounds a piece as they come in. They're top heavy, so they have to be mounted to something. So the bases are made by PGA Hair. They are customized. It's marine grade wood, so it's supposed to last like 10 years. And they're like $350, so that's included in the price. And then delivery. So we take care of delivery. We'll deliver it to your artist. We deliver it to Woodruff, and then we deliver it back to wherever its home will be.
And the deadline for those is September 15th.
Yes.
What are they made? Oh, wait.
She asked what they were made.
What are they made of?
They're fiberglass. Yes.
And I believe out of Minnesota, right? Is that where they're
Yes, yes, they are.
Can you tell us what businesses have participated, if you know?
Yeah, so we have 36 that are out and about right now. AMT's is the most recent one. They just got clear coated and hopefully will be delivered soon. That's an amazing, I mean, there's so many amazing ones. I don't know if you know Megan Cordy. She's a local artist. She's done like half of the herd. It's amazing. When you go look at these bison, there's so much detail. All of hers have something reflective in their eyes. So if you look at ours is called Hank. He's at the Health and Human Services building. He has a Native American that's painted in his eye and a tear that's coming down out of the other eye. Yeah, it's awesome. She did OSF's, has, I believe, a dove in one eye.
Also got like two hands praying, but they're hidden in the painting.
It's like part of his haunch, but yeah, great work. But she collaborated with Jay Draper, glass artist. So AMT, whenever they have a life-saving award, she customizes those and makes these hearts out of blue glass. So this bison has little glass hearts in the shape of an EKG going across it, and it's very striking. So we're excited for that one to be released. But it's on our website. If you go to our website, we have a list of all the bison, where they're at. If you use the bison trek, and I'll leave these, there's a QR code where you can scan to activate that. There's a map that shows where all of them are. We have a few that are indoors. So the cities is inside, Discover Peoria is inside, the health departments is inside, and the farm bureaus is inside. Traffickers is inside for now. As soon as the parking lot is completed, which I think it's done, it's gonna be moved outside. But the farm bureaus is cool because one side of it is the digestive system of the bison, front to back. But yeah, there's, I don't know if you've seen the one in the Heights that's at Tower Park. That's the only one that a painter didn't do, a sculptor did it. So it's very nice, so yeah.
The creativity has been amazing. I would see pour out of the community.
The one at the Sid Ruck Regals that is currently at the museum is amazing too. The detail on it, it's actually dimensional. They built out of the pieces that are on it. So it's kind of a hybrid between sculpture and painted.
I got a question.
Okay. You had a picture of one up on this presentation, correct? And can you tell me why there are circles around certain parts? And maybe you didn't know that, or maybe it's just
It
something
was
that
the
was
very
there?
first one.
It was the very first one, and maybe you already talked about it and I missed it?
It's the cities. That's the cities.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So there is a lot of significance to it. I don't remember what it is. The city, when you go visit the cities in City Hall, they have a very large informational banner there that tells you a lot about it. Now, the one that I brought today, that Linda Webb is the artist of that one. And it's supposed to be, the story is told through broken pieces of pottery and how You know, a lot of times that's what's left behind and it tells the story and the history of someplace. It has 17 hidden animals on it other than the bison. So if you go out and look at it, you're at an advantage right now because it's in a truck, just to let you know. There's one that you couldn't see before unless you got on your hands and knees. So if you have an opportunity, go out and check out Linda's work that's out there. And whiskey loves social media. So if you would all indulge me in a huge group selfie after this, he would really appreciate it. Very much. We also brought stickers, magnets, some county flag stickers. I don't know if everybody knows that a couple years ago we adopted a new county flag, or a county flag. No, it's not new. We didn't have one before.
Who designed that?
I don't know. Some kid from Richwoods.
Your son.
He didn't design it. He approached the board chair at the time and said, why doesn't the county have a flag? The county chair said, I don't know. He really thought about it, and then we started a project. Yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you. Oh, so there's county flag, there's pins, stickers. Help yourself, please.